we're off and rock and rolling again. It's episode 15. 15. I'm Greg T. That's Jamie, the man, the myth, the legend. It is, look at that flexing. It is the Bro Show. Episode 15. Jamie's flexing. He's ready to go for a UFC fight. So what's up, bro?
We're here, man. We're going to kick it with my friends. We got Nate and Jordan, two very good friends of mine, and I'm excited. You know, business owners, dads. We're going to touch on some stuff.
Yeah.
Nate is actually from Massachusetts, a Boston guy. Jordan is from Long Island, and now they're both here in New Jersey, part of the friend crew here, and we're gonna do a little interview, man.
Now, how'd you meet somebody from Boston?
Well, Nate ended up with Danielle.
Okay.
And my wife and Danielle are friends, and that's how I met them.
Okay.
And then Jordan married Kim. Kim is twins with my boy Brad. And then Kim and Jordan started coming to like Brad's parties, and we met them, liked them a lot. So, yeah, that's
nice.
how.
I can't wait. I want to find out, how does somebody start a candy business? An iconic candy, very cool business. But I'd love to know like how he even got into it. How does it even happen? Yeah. I mean, it's hard to go up against some of the heavy hitters in the business, right?
Yeah, and security too, man. Nate did all my surveillance at my house. There's crime is a little out of control. It's gotten a lot better actually, but
so you're saying I could not break into your house?
No, you could, but we would just see you doing it. And I would know it was you. I would know it was you, Greg.
It's me, Greg T. the burglar.
Yeah.
I'm the burglar man.
Yeah, with your crowbar getting
All right, well, listen, it sounds like it's going to be a fun episode, as they always are. My apologies to you last week. I heard you guys had a great episode, though.
Oh, yeah, it was awesome, man. We actually had Jordan's wife, Kim, on.
That's cool. That was our first two female guests.
Right. Yeah, that was the female episode.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Look at you there, Wandon. All right, gotcha. All right, well, here we go. We are off and rolling. Episode 15 is about to begin, so you guys get ready. It's going to be a great show. Eat Clean Bro. They deliver fresh, healthy, chef-prepared meals right to your door. So whether you're into bodybuilding or weight loss or just trying to eat better without the hassle of cooking, Eat Clean Bro has got a ton of options for you. Gluten-free options, high-protein options, chicken parm with sweet potato mash, buffalo chicken, mac and cheese, turkey meatballs and pasta, teriyaki salmon with jasmine rice, and Eat Clean Bro delivers within 24 hours in New Jersey, New York, Pennsylvania area. So if you're looking to try it out or you want help picking some meals that match your goals, head over to eatcleanbro.com right now. Eat Clean Bro. That's where to go.
Where to go.
All right, so onward and upward. It is episode 15 of The Bro Show. Jamie, you do the honors. Let's introduce the guests. Let's crank the sucker up.
We got my very good friend Jordan here from Iconic Candy. And last week we had his wife on the show, Kim.
Yeah.
We got my great friend Nate Cabral, who did my security cameras at my house. I take security very, very seriously. There's a lot of home invasions, a lot of cars getting stolen, although I do drive a lifted F-350. I don't think anybody wants to steal that.
Secure that. Flash security integrators.
Motherfuckers might steal my car and end up on a job site. So these are my friends. We're going to have a great time. Nate's from Massachusetts. Jordan's from Long Island. So we're going to get into a little New Jersey. These are New Jersey transplants now. So I want to get a little insight on
clam chowder.
We got Manhattan clam chowder, New England clam chowder.
That's debatable.
I don't think it is. I honestly don't.
Is it?
No, it's not.
No.
I was a diehard Yankee fan until 2004 when the Boston Red Sox came back 4 games to beat the Yankees. My dad brought me to that game. I was at Game 7, and it was horrible. I think, what was the guy's name? Matt Damon?
Matt Damon.
Johnny Damon.
He hit that 3-run homer
in
the second inning or something,
right.
And it was devastating. They had such a huge lead. And, dude, Game 3, the Yankees beat the Red Sox like 21-0.
Yep.
So Game 3, everyone's like, bro, this is locked. Boston wins 1. Boston wins 2.
Right, they kept coming
Boston
back.
wins 3. And they're like, holy shit, it's going to Game 7.
There's a documentary on Netflix of that whole thing. It's great.
It was so devastating for me. It was such a devastating loss. I was so upset, and I'm like 17 years old. I'm like, Jamie, we had Lilo on the show. Like, Mickey Mantle doesn't pay her more right to working man's a sucker. Bro, I was so devastated by that Game 7 loss that I decided I can no longer watch sports.
So that was it.
That was
the
it.
year
17
before
years
you had
old
Boone
now.
hitting dingers.
No more sports.
To be at a peak high when you had Boone.
I was so pissed off at A-Rod. A-Rod just, bro, when A-Rod got to the Yankees, listen, bro, I was a very proud Yankee fan. I knew people's birthdays, stats. I mean, bro, Paul O'Neill, Bernie Sanders, like, Tino Martinez, Don Mattingly before Tino. Like, bro, those guys wanted to win so bad. It wasn't about the money. It was about winning. And those were the Yankees that I grew up watching, that I fell in love with. And, like, I felt like there was this riff on the team about A-Rod's contract that just blew the team vibe. And I felt like, man, if, like you know, Yankee fans want to win. All of us want, like, New Yorkers want to win.
Everybody does. Boston wants to win, too.
Well, yeah, you guys are, fuck, man, I got to
now
tell you.
Now it's like we're on top.
Yeah.
It's fucking awesome.
What the Patriots were doing,
forget about
insane. But yeah, so we did go to a Yankee game. It got rained out. We
was
smashed.
that your first time at the new stadium?
No.
Okay.
No, I would get like corporate suites and bring people out
Okay.
and stuff, and I always had a good time. That's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it is.
And then, dude, so we go in. It was very hot. It was like 100-degree humidity. So
Yeah,
we're like,
this
yo,
summer's
let's go.
been unbelievable.
Yeah.
We go. Let's go into the gift shop to get some air conditioning, right? We'll like
Yeah.
pretend we want to buy a jersey, but like really, we're like,
Get
yo,
inside,
let's get in
yeah.
there. So we walk in and there's this kid, bro, like fucking hyperventilating. And I'm like, yo, man, are you okay? He's like, my sugar's up. I'm like, yo, bro, do you want my beer? He's like, I can't. I'm 17. I'm like, oh, fuck. Yeah, we pregame. So I showed him. I'm like, we got to get this kid a fucking orange juice, right? So I go to get him an orange juice, and I'm like, shit, I'm in Yankee Stadium. This orange juice is going to be $50, and there was a line. So I go to police. I'm like, oh, this kid needs an orange juice, right? So I
This
get
is serious happening.
yeah, I
Yeah.
get police.
This kid
Bro,
was like having an issue.
Bro,
Oh my God.
police get me the orange juice like this. I go up to him with the orange juice. He's like, feed it to me. So like, bro, I'm pouring the orange juice down his mouth. He's
Oh my
and I'm
God.
like, and like the paramedics are there, and I'm like, man, maybe like I'm not just gonna like sit back and let this guy have like an episode. But yeah, I think I saved his life. I don't really know. But after the paramedics out there, I was like, hey, you know, let the professionals are here. They like took him out on a stretcher. But I tried my best. I couldn't just sit back and do nothing. So
And
you
then
know.
after that,
smart.
Jamie's like, all right, we should go back home now.
Yeah. Let's go home and play darts.
Jamie to the rescue. Nice.
Yeah.
Superman.
Smart in the moment not to spend $40 on an OJ.
Well, it was like the line. The line was long, and I'm like, bro, by the time I get through this line, because with the union workers, you know, they take their sweet ass time. I learned that at Madison Square Garden. Me and Sal missed a crazy knockout. We wanted to get a drink, and the line just wasn't moving. So I got the police to get me an orange juice. Happened right away.
Nice.
And
Smart man.
yeah, so I saved $50 and I saved time, because time is of the essence in a medical emergency.
Sure.
So Jordan, you're a New York native. Nate, you're a Massachusetts native, right? And not a lot of people from Long Island end up in New Jersey. I feel like
It's usually the opposite.
it's one or the other.
Right?
You either go from Brooklyn, Long Island, Queens, Long Island. I don't know.
Manhattan.
Do Staten Island people end up in Long Island?
No, I think
Well,
most
Staten
people
Island's
from
down New
Staten Island's
Jersey.
got to
Yeah,
come.
it's
They come
rare.
to Jersey.
It's very rare.
But yeah,
That's
I know
rare.
that when I met Kim, I think one of the first things she said to me was like, just want to let you know, I'm never moving to Long Island.
It's
And I was like, honestly, it's okay. I don't want to move back to Long Island.
What town are you from?
I'm from Brookville. I went to Jericho High School.
Oh, you did? Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha. I got married out there at the Millridge in Jericho,
Yes, yeah.
in that
It's
area.
literally right. It's right down the street from my high
My
school.
wife is from Belmore, Long
Yeah.
Island. Yeah.
Some of my best friends from Belmore. But Jamie, back to your point of like talking about coming out to New Jersey, like what was one of the weirdest things?
yeah. What's the weirdest thing?
jug handles?
Oh.
So for me, I'm also an engineer.
Yeah.
And so I thought the civil engineering that went behind putting these jug handles, this person must have been the stupidest person I've ever met. These make no sense.
You know, that is one thing we never talk about with Jersey is the jug
never
handles.
make
We
any
never
sense.
really
The first thing I got here, I was like, Kim, what the hell is this? Why can't
Yeah.
I just make a left turn?
Right, because
That-
in Long Island, everybody just turns right off.
Everyone just makes a
Right.
left turn. They got a left turn signal.
That's
and
right.
a lane and just make a left turn.
Yeah.
Have any of you guys driven in Atlanta?
I've never, not once.
Yeah.
Atlanta for driving.
They have jug handles as well?
No, dude, the fucking city was never intended for this level of population. And the problem with Atlanta, so in New Jersey and I believe New York and Pennsylvania and out here, you have a slow lane. And everyone pretty much knows if you don't know where you're going or if you're driving slow, get over and to the right and
Yeah.
let left lane for passing. But in Atlanta, when you're driving in Atlanta, the right lane is exit lanes. So you could be in the right lane going slow because you don't know where you're going, and then it shoots you off onto another highway.
Okay.
And then the left lane also turns into, so you have to drive into the middle. And basically, that's why there's so many accidents in Atlanta and the traffic is so bad, because you have to make so many turns to move that the traffic just backs up. And that's why driving in Atlanta is a nightmare. And also in the South, you know, we live in very, like Massachusetts, New York, New Jersey, very densely populated. We let people in, we merge. They don't. They're like, fuck you. I'm not letting you get. So like, and then you're like, damn, like there's a red state. Everyone's got guns, and you're like, well,
yeah,
I don't want to road rage.
just
Going
back
on
up.
to your point of letting people go and merging, you guys in Jersey don't do that.
No.
I do.
So,
I always
so
do.
when you come, I get the jug handles, no idea. Coming from Boston.
Yeah,
I
what's
was
Boston like?
I was like, take a left turn. Like, what do you mean I got to go that way to go this way? And
I have to
another
pass
thing
the
that
street to
get-
go back around
Bro,
and come this way.
what gets me the worst is, I'm going to use your awesome candy here, is when
Oh,
this
wow.
guy's coming off his stop sign.
We
and
got
your
some
stop
Tommy
sign.
boy
Yeah.
shit going
Yo,
on
if,
right now.
if I come this way and I'm taking a left, I don't go in front of you, bro. I stop and I let you go.
Yeah, they have
Right.
the right
Jersey
of way.
don't do that. This guy is like, if I go in front of you
That's
and
right.
he was,
Sometimes you got to
this,
just.
he's,
hey,
this is
It's
all
just
day.
driving
This is
rules.
all day. I'm
Yeah.
letting that guy go. In
I hate.
Massachusetts,
He's right. The oncoming ramps.
Massachusetts?
Sometimes like trying to get onto
Bro.
Rudy Teen. Like have a little respect. You see me coming, but they're not going to give an inch. And all of a sudden, I'm on the shoulder.
it's ridiculous.
Yeah,
I'm
he's
seeing
right.
you all the way down there at a stop sign, waiting patiently,
Yeah.
and I'm 7,000 feet away.
Right.
I'm coming all the way. I'm giving you like, go, bro. You
Right.
can go. These guys are just.
He's right.
Well, sometimes you got to let Jesus take the wheel out here.
No,
And,
it's bad. It's bad.
But I can tell you this:
I never understood that.
driving in Atlanta will humble every state in the United States. You will learn. Maybe it's not so bad because, bro, you're doing 80. People are blowing by you. My dog.
It's also
Marty,
similar though in Florida. Some really bad drivers and they're going
Yeah.
fast.
They're
fast.
There I've
Yeah,
driven.
yeah,
There I've
yeah.
driven.
fast.
Yeah.
They go
People-
fast on the highway on
Nothing can be worse
995.
than Manhattan.
Well, I guess it's
Manhattan's different.
congestion.
Like, I mean,
definitely.
to take a right, well, to take a left, you're going back into Brooklyn
I-
to go over the bridge to come back into Manhattan to get on, right?
I
Am
was
I mean,
on
right
wrong?
now the
Third
amount,
Ave?
congestion, and
Like,
we were just talking
can't
about that
move.
in our
Yeah,
group chat.
yeah.
Can't move.
Did they get rid of the congestion
Did they
tax?
get rid of? I thought they got rid of the congestion.
Congestion pricing.
I
Yeah.
thought they got rid of it.
Well, Trump stepped in and said that they couldn't do it, but then Hochul, the governor, was saying like, "Oh, you can't tell us what to do." So I think it is in effect right now, congestion pricing. Even though Trump tried to fight it, I think that Hochul went ahead and did it.
So I remember like when
I think-
it was first enacted, I drove in. It was much less crowded.
Right.
And then recently, our boy that goes in almost every day was driving and he goes, "Did they get rid of it because it feels like it's right before when they first enacted this?" He goes, "It's as if not worse, right?" Joey was telling
I hate
us.
going to the city.
Yeah, I
I
agree.
hate going to the
Like,
city now.
Well, there's two. Right? It's like high speed stress or traffic stress.
Yep.
But yeah. So I had a giant schnauzer. Unfortunately, we had to give him back to the breeder, but we had him for like a year. Everybody loved him, Marty. And there was a side of Marty I never showed on Instagram. So you have a security company, and you know how bad the home invasions and the car thefts. You know how bad all this is. So
Absolutely.
one of the greatest things, because a lot of times they say with guns, you're more likely to like shoot a family member or something, right? Like it isn't the movies. And in your home, the thing you should have, and I do have guns, I have lots of them. I have an excessive amount.
Too many.
Yeah. It's excessive. I'm sorry.
Well, when the world comes to an end, we know what house we're going
Yeah.
to.
The bunker
But
up
the
in
most
Davis.
important thing to have at your house is some fire extinguishers, because they say like you're 1,000 times more likely to have a home fire than a home invasion.
Yeah.
So you should have fire extinguishers. Now, Nate, you do my security, but back to Marty, back to Atlanta. I had to fly to Springfield, Missouri, and it was a regional plane, and the dog was supposed to go under on my feet. They wouldn't let me on the plane. So I said, F it, I'll just drive to my house in Atlanta. It was like it was like a 12-hour drive or something. I was like, I could do that. So I drove through tons of states. It was pretty cool. I got to see all the mega churches, all the gun stores, and I had the most insane mullet. So when I would get out and get gas, people would look at me and nod.
In Springfield, it's big.
Like it felt like
I mean,
like a part of it.
Yeah.
Springfield's big.
So
I was just there, and you cannot swear.
Oh no.
You cannot do anything in Springfield.
Oh no.
Like, it was.
You were
wild.
in Springfield.
Yeah, it was wild.
That little airport.
One of
And-
our distributors is a big distributor. That's where the
Yeah.
headquarters is. And one of their first warnings to you is you do not cuss.
No.
Oh yeah.
You
yeah.
do not cuss.
Well, that's why I knew I had to get
It
out of
was
there.
like, woo.
I had to get out of there.
You're
And
from
another thing
Jersey
too.
or New York.
How
do you not
so
cuss?
Greg,
I don't know.
Italian people in New Jersey and New York are like, I guess we're considered white. I don't know.
Yeah.
But put us in Springfield, Missouri,
Yeah.
and we're, like everyone, we're a serious minority that is very much hated. I don't, it is what it is. I don't care. I don't care if they hate me. I'm not ever going to go there again, so it don't bother me. But I drove through all these states, and I was blowing through everybody. I was doing 80
Yeah.
the whole way through, going through Birmingham, Alabama. I mean, I
Oh,
was
that's where I'm
going-
headed next week on Monday.
It's cool there, man. It's cool.
I'm headed to Alabama because that's where Jada, my daughter's getting ready to go to college, so we got to go to orientation. So we're flying into to Birmingham on Monday.
Going to University of Alabama?
Yeah, roll Tide. That's where she's going.
Yeah, it's cool.
God bless.
It's crazy
Yep.
to think that, we were talking about before having kids and like how
Goes
quickly
quick.
it goes like that.
Yep.
It's
Like
insane.
you have a 10-year-old and an 8-year-old,
It's
right?
insane.
And I have a 5-year-old and a 3-year-old.
Yeah.
And I'm talking to him and he's like, it happens in a blink of an eye.
Yeah.
And
I said
it's-
when you're going through it, it feels like a lifetime. But all of a sudden you stop and you look back and you're like, where'd the time go?
Like,
It
I
just
don't know
goes so
if
quick.
you guys,
Yeah.
I'm sure you guys are. Like, I'm a mush.
Yeah.
Like, for both my,
Me
like,
too.
we're
Yeah.
family guys. Like, we were talking before about going to dinner tonight, and it was up in the air. Wife's not feeling okay. Dad to the rescue, and that's what we do. That comes first. I have plenty of friends that doesn't come first.
Yeah,
right?
no, that's
But
that.
for me,
is-
it just hits home.
Yeah.
And then she was like, yeah, if you want to go out to dinner, you can go. Dude, I got the kids. I'm feeling a little bit better. But last night before bed, my boy got excited to read a Michael Jordan book.
Wow. That's great.
And he was like, yo, Dad, he was like, I got the back of it. I started reading it. It's, NBA Finals when you're sick and you had a fever. And I'm like, dude, yeah.
Yeah.
And he's like,
we know that story.
He's like, I want to read it with you tomorrow night, which is tonight.
Yeah.
So now I'm like,
Now it's in the- now it's in your head, like,
inside.
all right.
Yeah, I'm like, go to dinner with the guys,
That's it.
enjoy, get out a little bit. Haven't
Or-
done that in a minute. Or read a Michael Jordan book with my 10-year-old.
yeah,
It's
Michael
like,
Jordan's the man.
'Cause it's going to go
like-
quick. You're going to miss out. You're going to
and
want
I'm
those
like,
days back.
man, you think about those times and you're like,
Yep.
dude, I gotta go read the book, right?
Yeah.
Like,
It is.
It's
I think-
tough.
I think it's the
No
most
doubt.
important thing
It's-
in like being a business owner and a young father. There's a dichotomy between the two. The aspiration of being a good businessman and of being a good father is just so difficult. And like I try to spend as much time with my kids. I try to read to them every single night.
Yeah.
Bath time with them, the weekends.
Well,
You know, all of
it's-
us, we have
it's
a
hard.
huge group of friends, and all of our kids are the same age, and we try to do as many things we can
Well,
with them at the same time. It's,
Well, you know why it kills us? Because we're overachievers and we know what goes into being successful and we know how much gas we have in the tank. But
Yeah.
like there's just bandwidth, right? And you're like, damn, I have to compete in my industry. I have to be the best in business. Because if I'm not, I will lose everything I worked for. Because people are always coming after us. And you're like, shit, man, things are slipping. My
Dude,
son was
there's no-
coming. My son
there's-
was coming in my bed every night for the last like 2 or 3 months, and it was exhausting. And the last like few days, he just stopped, and I was like, fuck.
yeah, dude.
I kind of miss it.
It
Well,
hits you.
I don't like necessarily miss it.
But yeah, but
it,
it, like-
was like shit. That's how that goes, right? And the one thing that's really sad is they say one time in your life you went out to go outside to play with your friends,
Yep.
and it was the last time you didn't know it.
Right, we were
I'll
just
start
talking-
crying right now. I said to
We
you
were just
earlier.
talking
Yeah.
about that.
Oh, dude, I hate that line. It grabs me because you're right. You don't know the very last time that you're going to go play with your friends.
Yeah.
Because all of a sudden everybody kind of like goes their own way, and then that's the end of it.
Yeah.
It's just
when you
God,
start
it
seeing it
kills
in your
me.
kids' lives, because your
Yeah.
kids are a little bit older and my kids are at that age
Yep.
where they're starting to see, especially my daughter, it's like, well, she's not my best friend anymore. Like,
Oh.
what did I do?
Yeah.
And you're like, dude, you're the GOAT. Like, what do you mean? You're the fucking best kid ever. Like, you didn't do anything wrong. And then you sit there and see how much it like bothers them,
Mhm.
and you're like,
Mm-hmm.
shit, I remember that feeling, and it sucked.
I
You know,
s-
but I think for us inside this room, and I didn't come. God bless my father.
Yeah.
My mom did the best she could. I didn't come from family, right? So like, when you don't have that,
Yep.
you're like, everything's your kids, everything's your kid. You want to protect them.
Yep.
But then they also have to feel that pain themselves,
Yeah.
right? Like,
yeah, you
they-
can't
have-
shield them
you
from
can't.
everything.
No, you're right.
Like it's hard to figure that out. Where in that moment you want to take your daughter that's 8 years old and be like, it's good, but you realize like you have to back away and let her feel that pain.
There's like that line you have to
That-
play where you don't want to become like that helicopter parent. You want them to kind of like where we grew up and how we did, like we were taught certain things, but also we learned from real world experiences.
yeah.
For sure.
And I think that a lot in this day and age, parents are always trying to curate their kids'
Everything.
lives, and I think that's the wrong way
Mm.
to teach their kids.
I think we're at the right generation that we
were
nothing
we
against
were
you.
soft
No,
boys.
I know you're not that old. Not saying you're old. Not saying you're old.
I'm old.
You're not Greg. You're not a boomer though.
No, I'm 50. So
You're,
no,
you're
no,
Gen.
no.
What is that? Gen X?
Who
or-
the hell knows, man?
What is
Dude,
it?
I don't
It's the
even
middle.
know.
It's the middle.
It's always been millennials versus baby boomers, and like, but now I think the baby boomers are finally realizing like, wow, everything you guys were complaining about, it's kind of serious now.
Maybe I was a millennial. I'm not sure.
45,
But,
80,
My wife would know
85.
this. She knows
So-
it well.
Yeah,
I don't
So
know
we're
how
talking
the
about
generations
we're
well.
talking about how much we love our kids and keeping them safe. Nate, you do all my security at my house.
Yeah.
Let's talk about some of the most. Tell me an insane story you caught on video that should
Oh,
get
listen,
everyone
first
fucking
off-
pumped up.
First
the
off,
best.
how we gotta be
Home
first.
security.
Are
you
a
not allowed-
partner? One of
yeah.
my partners, my partner Mike, myself, own Flash Security Integrators. Obviously, we can't talk about that, right? Like things happen. I mean, I've seen everything under the sun you can
I'm
imagine.
sure.
Have
right?
you have
If
you ever
I have
blackmailed
access-
someone
if
having
I
an
have-
affair?
If I have access,
Profits way up.
listen,
Profits
forget
way up.
if I have access and you have granted me access to monitor your cameras, then my team can do that.
Right.
If we install cameras in your home or in your business without your right, I can't look at it.
Yeah.
So I hand that over to you.
I'm
and it's
completely
over.
tech illiterate. So if I got robbed or something, I don't know how to use my shit. I'd be like, Nate, fuck, go
Yeah.
back and look
Right,
at it because
right.
I don't know how to look at it.
So in that instance,
Yeah.
I can look at your
Yeah,
cameras,
yeah.
right? So I'm not sitting
I'm
there
always telling you to
snooping.
look at my
yeah,
camera.
I'm not sitting there like,
I
who's
live
at Jamie's
What's-
house tonight?
What's Jamie
Yeah,
doing
what's he
right
up to?
now?
Oh, the kids are in the backyard.
There's no
Where's
cameras
Jamie?
in my basement, and
Where's
I live a
Jamie?
G-rated life, so I don't. I don't really
You're
care.
good.
I
you're
never
good.
thought about that though. That the security team could actually sit there and turn those cameras on and watch as I'm sitting there fucking or as I'm sitting there doing whatever.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
watching.
Dude, like
Yeah.
you're
Not that I'm putting on like an Adonis kind of show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but you
know.
get some interesting calls. I mean, you do, and listen,
Bro,
theft,
crime
theft
has
is
been
always
out of
everything.
control.
I
Out
mean,
of
I've
control.
seen car theft is car theft is huge,
Bro,
right?
every
Like,
single
that's-
one of my friends have had their car stolen.
Yeah.
and
I
here's-
talk about it, and like they're like, no, I'm like, listen to me, buddy. It's that bad.
It's
Yeah.
that bad.
It's
And
that
it's not
bad.
just here. It's don't forget you have it's the Range Rovers, the Escalades, the nice vehicles, and we were so comfortable for years where our keys are sometimes in the car.
Yeah.
Right?
Right,
There's
in
like,
pods,
dude,
yeah,
here
yeah.
you go. It's right in the,
The
cup
wives,
holder.
how many times
Yep.
do they
Yeah,
have their
cup
keys in
holder.
their bag and
They're
leave the bag
hanging
there?
it
That's
right
right.
on the door before it even goes into the garage. And a lot of times when we get those calls, it's like, dude, like, where were your keys? And they're like, dude, in the cup holder. What do you mean? I'm like, oh my God. We've seen everything under the sun. I mean, I've seen guys hanging in their garage while someone comes and pops off their Range Rover. It's insane.
Yeah.
Like, it's wild what
Well,
people can do. And then
our
the-
girl Megan, that happened. She was in
Yeah.
her garage. Megan and
Brad.
Todd, right? No, her car got stolen too in the garage, but she was like
Ah.
with her kids in Monmouth Beach. Homies just ran up, took the fucking car. I think like she was getting ready to do something. Her car was running. They just, she was like going
Sneaked
grocery
in.
shopping.
there's
or
no
something.
fear.
Yeah,
There's
wow.
no
They
They
have
fear.
none.
run up,
There's no
and,
fear,
and they're
yeah.
out.
Well,
and
it's
they're
because
kids,
it's
bro.
the
and
it's
that's
the
the
laws
problem.
though that are behind.
So the biggest thing is these kids are.
And they are kids.
they're
They're
under-
14,
yeah, they're under
15,
17.
16. They're babies.
So you can't get charged.
No.
If you're under 17, you're not getting
Right,
charged
they're not
as an
gonna
adult.
Go, right, they're not
And
going to the
and
big
now
It's a
there's-
slap on the
and
wrist. So if
there's-
you're
right.
telling me at 16 and I'm in a rough state and I'm crazy
Yeah.
and I'm getting $5,000 to steal this car with
Right.
no repercussions,
And now there's no chase.
I'm from
there's
the
chase
hood.
law,
I grew
right?
up in the hood.
Oh, yeah.
The
Like-
chase
Oh, yeah, no
law.
chase, no
There's no
chase.
chase law in
Yeah.
New Jersey.
As soon as they get on
anymore.
the streets and you go 50 miles an hour,
right,
it's
you
over.
can't- That's
Yeah.
right. They have to-
So
I
They
seen
can
it.
take 'em to
I
the
actually
line, that's
seen
it.
it leaving the podcast. I seen a high speed chase and the cop just stopped in
Yep.
Marlboro, and
Yeah.
I'm like,
let 'em go.
bro, when I was 19, 20 years old, I remember I got pulled over by this Homedale cop, dude. This little like Officer Martinez, bro. I thought I was gonna get brutalized for not wearing my seatbelt.
Well,
I mean, bro,
that's-
these are towns. Bro, in high school, you were scared to smoke a joint because the police were so crazy.
Yeah.
Like
When-
20 years ago, the cops would fucking beat your ass.
Not even that, you feared it.
Yeah.
Yo.
So like if you saw the lights behind you, bro, your heart was
Yeah,
like,
exactly. Right.
like you were
Pounding.
beating like
Right.
like you
What did
were
I do?
literally
Yep.
going on
and
a
now,
death,
and now
death
the cops are
sentence.
like,
No.
let
them
them
go.
let the insurance deal with it. And you're like,
So to
What?
get back to like your house, right? So what's big in our world, and we kind of hit this a little bit with AI and stuff like that, is video monitoring, right? And like I'll tell you, Jamie's house, like we set parameters on his yard, right? Like you can't step foot on his yard in his property without him getting a notification.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Without our central station hopping in, live monitoring, two-way audio, sirens everywhere, lights turned on in the house.
Right.
Which
So
now you know that Jamie doesn't know how to watch.
he
that,
doesn't.
so.
No, he
Want to go to
no.
Jamie's house? He won't know you're there.
He doesn't even have to, right? AI is covering it for him. Like he's just like he's
Right.
getting an alert with a text. He pops
Right.
it open, and he sees someone step on his property. Oh, it's Amazon, whoever
Yeah.
it may be, and he shuts it off and then turns it back on. You need those things.
Yeah,
Like,
Well,
we're
it's
in-
sad that you need those things, but unfortunately, we live in a day and age now where you do. Like, remember when we were kids?
Yeah.
we used to leave our doors open. Like, we
Yep.
used to drive bikes
100%.
with our friends to each other's houses, drop the bike off in the front,
That's
Yep.
right.
walk right into the house.
Yeah.
100%. But
And
it's the evolution.
Yeah,
it's the,
it is.
it's the evolution of life.
Yeah, now I upgraded my garage doors to have the automatic deadbolting when the garage doors
Yeah.
close. I've now,
Yep. Yeah, that's good.
it's insane though.
It's peace of mind.
Yeah, it
Like
is
I
peace of
understand at one point there's a cost, right? But at the end of the day, I'll cancel my HBO Max membership to make sure I'm secure.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Or my
I
business.
mean, you have our
I hate
kids,
when I get
there are
calls
kids
and they're
and our
like,
wives in the house. That's
Can you
the
go?
most
Can you
important
check
thing.
my
Sure.
cameras from somebody that stole something 3 days ago? I'm like, what's that gonna do? Like
They're
it's gone, bro. Like
Yeah.
what is
First
that gonna do?
48.
Yeah. Don't even
First
waste your time
48.
on this. Just move on. So yeah.
But you're in a cool business, man. What's
Yeah,
up with these, like, they make fun of the high def cameras, bro? Like, what's out there now? Like, you and Bob, my boy Bob Smith, are probably doing crazy stuff. Bob's got crazy stuff, like the speakers, the videos, the shit that's out there now is just insane.
it's all AI. So
Oh wait, like we're
when
talking
you-
about like the quality in the camera. So like, there's a lot of times, like they make those jokes when like you go to rob a bank and like it's all blurry and you can't see nothing.
Yeah.
Like
But like
grainy,
now, it's like
Well,
Hubble
it's gotten so granular. Like we can go down to megapixels beyond megapixels,
yeah,
right? And there's so much technology into. Back then, if we want to put a camera in here, it was like, yeah, here you go. Here's one right there, cover it.
Yeah,
But if it was a bigger room, how is that same camera going to cover it the same way if I'm a 20 by 20 or a 40 by or 100 by 100? And that's what they used to do back in the day. Now we can be able to see at certain distances how it pixelates
yeah.
and enhance the camera, right? So we can go, hey, from here to here, we can cover AI. Like I can get all the AI. I can get loitering. I can get bag left alone. I can get whatever I want to get. And then beyond that, I'm done.
Yeah.
Or I upgrade the camera. So that's where our technology, and again, if you're in security, just like all your businesses, if you evolve with your business, sky's the limit.
Yeah.
If you use the technology or try to learn it in any business we're doing, sky's the limit. So for us, it's the AI world now. Everybody's AI. What is AI?
Yeah, well,
Oh,
they
yeah.
were talking about in our
Right, like-
there was like a town meeting for Marlboro, and they were talking about incorporating cameras that can read the license plates, and then send that to the police in terms of like that there was some like license plate that was on a watch list, but then they talk about like where do you go from there? Now you're going to start watching everybody and start recording everyone's movements because it's going to start reading everyone's
But they
license
already
plates.
are.
They already do.
They already
are.
do, but yeah,
And the
They
thing
already
is,
do.
too, with these guys, like with Sal, remember Sal, when his truck got stolen, his brother, bro, they stole his truck in Homedale. The kids took it out to Manhasset, Long Island.
to the Miracle Mile.
Joey,
There you go.
the brother,
Damn.
Joey, sending a picture. He goes, hey, look, Sal, saw your car in Long Island. He goes, that is my truck. Get it. And police chase, but they're kids, no pursuit. And what they're
Gone.
doing is they're stealing cars, and then they're going around in a stolen car, stealing cars. So, like,
Yeah.
even with this technology, even with AI, even with tracking, if you're like, if I steal Jordan's car and Jordan's not on the radar and I'm driving around in a nice neighborhood, it looks like, oh yeah, Jordan should be there in his Porsche. But now I go steal a Range Rover, and like, they're in and out so fast, and they're so good at what they
Yeah.
do now. It's annoying. But now
Well, what
let's
if you
talk
get
about,
what if you get them before they're even on your property? What if I get them like your house? You step foot on the property, every light in your house is coming on.
yeah.
Yeah.
They're blinking. We got audio going back and forth. They have a
We
live
have-
monitor.
We have all
Like-
these people that are just come and just
They're gonna skip your house.
my
and go to
house
the
is
next
scary to
house.
rob though, because
Yours
it's,
is- yours
it's
is
like
definitely.
really long
But like in some of these
driveway.
neighborhoods,
Right.
like I see these videos
I've seen the
big
pictures.
on
trees.
like Ring, right? And you see these videos, they don't care. Like they're just throwing rocks through the
Oh,
the,
yeah.
like
You
like
saw
no
with
back-
Troy's
glass
video?
doors,
Did you
No
see
fear.
that?
just
Jordan?
going into the
They
house.
sent it to me. That was no
Even
joke.
and they have the alarm going off, lights going off, and they just go right into the house. They just don't have any more fear anymore, and
That's
it's
right.
scary.
No fear.
Yeah, we need repercussions.
We've done that as parents. You know,
Listen.
because we're too afraid to like scold our own kids, put them down, yell at them the way we were treated
Yeah.
Yeah.
as kids. So now there's no fear. You're right. They don't even
So
care.
how do we
anymore.
instill fear? in
Yeah, that's right. Well, we can't because our other halves will be like, don't do it that way.
Like-
You can't yell at them
You know,
like that.
we're in there like, we're talking. He's with his, grandfather or whatever, and he's
Yeah.
like, "Oh yeah, Dad got mad at me and smacked me." You know?
Right.
Like I didn't smack you. First off,
Yeah.
like that's not I never smack you, and it's like, holy shit, like
These kids
they-
weren't
like,
raised. They're not
no,
raised like us.
They tell a teacher that, and you're done.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh
like,
my
dude,
God.
what?
Forget about it.
What are we doing
You
here?
have child
My
services
teacher used
that
to
are knocking on
smack
your
me.
door.
Everybody's
You
so
know?
quick to like report something immediately.
Immediately.
It doesn't matter anymore. No
So-
way.
But why not let your kids like? And again, I think personally that we have this fear because we have so much data in front of
Yeah.
us, right?
Yeah.
I think a lot of this stuff happened when we were younger, just wasn't in our face.
Yeah.
Right.
So when they're like, my kid rides his bike through the neighborhood, go, bud. Take your phone on you, so at least I know where you're at. But go. Other friends are like, no way, dude.
You
Nope.
can't let
He's
him
not
go.
leaving. No, he can't leave the house. And I'm like, Let them go.
I used to
Like-
live on a bunch of horse trails, and so a bunch of my friends had like go-karts and ATVs and stuff.
Right.
And there's like 20 miles of it. And I'd get back home from like sports and school, and my dad would be like, "All right, I'll see you. Come back for dinner." And I'd
Right.
just disappear.
Gone.
I'd be gone for hours. I'd come back in the middle of the night.
We could still do it. Like our kids can still do
Can
that.
still do that. It's just that it's we do feel like we're in a different world.
Yeah.
You're
know?
instilled fear,
It is,
right? Like
yeah.
you have fear inside of you.
Yes.
I think they could do it.
I think they can definitely do it. I think they're not. It's not that they're not capable.
Your
It's
fear is
I'm
what's
afraid of the other
making them
people.
incapable.
I'm afraid of the other people in our society. I don't think that don't think my kids are not capable of doing it.
How do we get rid of that fear, James?
So we're gonna talk some Boston delicacies here, right?
Yes.
So I got to give credit where credit's due. New England clam chowder is the superior clam chowder.
Say it the right
Yeah,
way.
I mean,
Say
I
it
don't
the
think
right
I don't
way.
think there's
Chowder.
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 I don't
New
think
England
there's a
clam
question.
chowder is so much better than Manhattan clam chowder. They should just rename the fucking thing because
What's the point of
What is
calling it Manhattan clam chowder?
I don't know. I don't
feel
even
like-
know who even orders.
It's
that
like
in the
if I
first
started
place.
opening up Boston pizzas. Like,
Yeah.
you want to come to Boston Pizzeria? Like, what? No, it's New York.
It's New
right?
York
It's
pizza.
New York. New Jersey didn't even try stealing that,
No.
right? So it's like, this is New York pizza. But
is there a
don't.
Connecticut chowder?
No. There's Manhattan.
Hold on.
There's New England.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's Connecticut style lobster roll. I think.
There
is
you
what
go.
I'm
Yes,
confused.
yes. That's like what is it? Cold roll, right?
I'm not sure. That I don't know. You guys got me.
So
on that. You really
Connecticut,
did.
I believe Connecticut is like a hot buttery lobster, and then the New England or like the Maine style is like the mayonnaise base.
Yeah.
cold. Which they're
I'm
both-
a
both great.
warm with butter guy.
I like them
guy.
both, bro. I'll gorge lobster any day of the week until I get myself gout and I can't move my. I love seafood.
Yeah.
So one of my favorite things to do when I go to Boston is God, is it Atlantic Seafood Company? It's right by the Mandarin Oriental.
Yeah, it's
down Boston. Is it Atlantic Seafood? I think it's Atlantic
no,
Seafood.
no.
It's not Atlantic?
It's something with an A.
Where do you get your best lobster roll around here?
Here,
Yeah, in Jersey.
Um,
Where do you get your best lobster roll?
listen, I really liked Second Jetty, and my
I'm
boy-
actually going there tomorrow.
I love Second Jetty, and I love. I'm actually going tonight. Spring Lake Fishery. My boy Brad Rodriguez, the chef there, he does a lot of really good stuff. So
And
It's
those
actually
two
funny.
places best.
I really
Yeah.
love those places. But dude, I got to give credit where credit's due too, bro. Cousins never
Cousins.
misses. So like anything Cousins does,
Yep.
Yeah.
with how close it is, you can't go wrong at Cousins. So
I mean, it's our
I was
stopping
gonna,
ground.
I was gonna say you have what you were saying, Atlantic Fish Come.
Yeah,
Atlantic
that's in
Fish Come.
Boston,
That's the
right?
one in Boston.
yeah,
And coming from
Tremendous.
Boston, amazing. I mean, again, you can't touch seafood up there, just
No.
like we can't touch
Yeah.
pasta.
you
Yeah.
can't.
And pizza. When I came down here and I moved down here, Cousins was the closest
yeah.
to Boston.
Well, I think
like,
they're getting
what-
a lot of their stuff from Boston.
You-
they're
they have to.
They're trucking it in.
I
They
mean,
have to.
like Kim and I, like
Now I'm gonna
some of our favorite is
yeah, so am I, dude. I'm
Say-
getting hungry.
is
Sorry.
Alaskan king crab leg. Remember?
right.
And we were just there, and Kim ordered it, and they come over, and Eric goes, "We don't have it." And I'm like,
Yeah.
"What do you mean you don't have it?" You're like, "Oh, we're having an issue with getting Alaskan king crab right now."
Oh,
But bro, I'm telling you, the lobsters, right? 'Cause coming straight from Maine. I mean, you sit down and you just
yes.
No, you can't beat it. But
can't beat it,
He loves it, right?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna tell you a story.
What
I'm
am I-
gonna tell you a story because Jamie's a storyteller, but I feel like I got a little bit.
I love it.
of
Let's go
him.
story time.
Yo, he's got
We're all
it.
pulling up on our little
So,
carpet.
right?
so
Yeah,
ready to go.
exactly.
You know how,
Yeah.
when he's into something, man, he's into it.
Yeah.
And-
Well, he
and
doesn't
we
do
got-
anything. We were just talking before. Jamie doesn't do anything half-assed.
No,
No,
there's
no,
no,
hence
no,
the
no,
studio,
Yes,
hence the
you're right.
studio.
So no, never. And
Right.
so paint the picture. It's my 40th, right?
Okay.
I'm 42 now. It's my
Oh,
40th,
why am I
right?
so old?
Well, I'm
Um,
36.
Yeah. So
Oh my god, it gets worse.
my wife,
Yep.
best in the world, throws me a 40th birthday party.
Nice.
You know, and I'll give it to you guys, Jersey, New York, Staten Island. Like, you guys know how to throw parties, right? That is one thing. And I love my Boston crew.
Right.
You come to Jersey, it's a party.
You
Yeah.
do it right.
It
Okay.
is-
Like,
it
and I
is
think that's
definitely a
why
party.
everybody gets so attracted
give
to
you that.
Jersey and everything
Oh, yeah.
Jersey. It's a party. So we have everybody there. I mean, our boys at Porterhouse came in. We had our Kate's Clean crew. Like, there was all our teams were there. Jamie's
The
there.
Porterhouse guys are great.
They're
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, they're great.
Great friends, awesome dudes. They're there. You know, it's a party. You
Yeah.
got the pool. Everybody's having fun. My Boston friends come in now. You know, they never met. You know, Jamie and some of our friends that were there, and they're all. I get on the mic, and I just, I want to thank everybody for
Yeah.
coming. You know, who do you think steals the mic?
Jamie.
I'm sitting there in
Hands
front of the
down.
whole crowd and just like, I'm a very passionate guy and I'm very thankful for everything I have in my life. And like you guys, and especially him, like I want people to know that. Like, I appreciate everything in my life, everybody in my life. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, my Boston friends came down, drove 6 hours to get here. I love you guys. And then he comes and steals the mic. And he will tell you why he stole the mic.
Why'd you do it?
So, like, I got on the mic, and, like, I think all the Boston guys thought I was going to start talking shit, right? I'm like, I got to tell you something.
No, you didn't do an accent. You did an accent.
I'm like, your fucking clam chowder's so good. I love Boston cream donuts. And it was just like, I don't know.
Typical
It was so
Jamie.
funny.
I can't believe it.
Comes on to steal and talk about our clam chowder. And I was like, you got it.
And then obviously my wife was embarrassed. But
I thought it was awesome.
I thought it was
amazing.
awesome,
Like,
too.
When you're good friends like that, you can do those things.
Got to give credit where credit's due,
yeah,
man. The clam chowder's so good.
Chowder's the best.
Tell us about, like, the Hamptons, man. What's something in Long Island that you really love or miss, man? Like, the bagels are pretty good, I think.
The bagels and the delis. Like, I think that you guys obviously have bagels and delis like there, but they're on like every single corner, and like every single one you walk in is amazing. Amazing sandwiches, amazing bagels. I mean, that is every single weekend I'd go for bagels with my dad. We'd pick it up for the family. We'd have, smorgasbord of everything in the house. And there's nothing like Long Island or New York bagel. It's just, you can't compare.
You know what else
Is
I
it
think?
Goldstein's? Is that the one I went to in the Hamptons?
Goldstein's?
Is it Goldstein's?
Oh my God, Goodfellas, something like that.
I'm not
It is,
sure.
but
In
it's
Long Island?
something close to that. It is something close to that.
I love that place, man.
I think
I
the
love
one
the
thing-
Hamptons. I love Montauk. I love Sag Harbor.
Yeah, Fire
I mean,
Island is
it's
also
such
really
a vibe,
nice.
dude. It's
And I think that people don't realize how many wineries are actually
Oh my
out on
God.
Long Island.
There are
if you
so
go on
many.
out
There are
they're
so many.
Really nice wineries. Really nice wineries.
They have the Newport vibe, right? So I
Mhm.
grew up southeast Massachusetts, Rhode
Yeah.
Island. The Hamptons is Newport,
Yeah.
and it's the same vibe. That's where I felt kind of at home because I was like, oh man, this is just like Newport. But one question I have is clam boils. So we have clam boils in the Northeast.
I've never been. I've never had one.
I've never had a clam
Nope.
boil.
I've
Never.
You guys call it a clam bake.
Bake.
Oh, clam bake. Oh,
But,
okay,
but
gotcha.
it's like frowned upon
why?
because you're cooking all this meat in a bag and steaming it above your little necks
Mm.
with onions and potatoes. And you're
just-
not supposed to
did
do
that
like
in,
sausage and hot dogs are
I
not
did
supposed
that
to
in,
mix.
New Orleans with the they don't do the clams though. They did the
They got the
little
crawfish. Yeah. They call it the whole jambalaya.
Yeah,
shit.
but
But
that was
it's
good.
frowned upon around here. That hot
for-
dogs
not
and
by
sauce.
me, bro.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying.
I'm from
like,
Lawrence Harbor, baby. You
Yo.
say clams or crabs?
like, yeah.
I'll cook it.
Man,
right
I was
now
like,
and I'll
where's
eat
the
it.
clam boil? And she's like, clam boil? We don't do clam boil. She's like, what's a clam boil? And I'm like, this and this.
You got
No way.
Jamie's wheels turning. He's
I'll
gonna-
fire it up in my backyard right now.
Our next barbecue at Jamie's is going to be
Clam
a
boils,
clam
bro.
boil.
I gotta tell
And
you,
put ketchup on your hot dogs, bro. What's wrong with ketchup on your hot
I
dogs?
take-
I like ketchup on the hot dog.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that.
I
I'm
frowned
a
on
mustard
that.
guy though.
Listen. I prefer
Mustard.
mustard, but I will do ketchup
Yeah.
if I have to.
It's disgusting.
I love it. I take seafood over steak any day of the week, dude. I
Yeah,
love
me too.
seafood.
I'm a steak
big
I
guy.
love the way I feel, and I'll pick on steak, but when I have like a steak dinner, bro, I feel like shit, man. Like,
Bloated.
It's a heavy
like,
dish.
It's
like-
heavy. It's a lot of salt.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Sodium.
right.
so what do you got, bro? He said jug handles. What do you have? What was the big weird thing that happened to you when you moved here from?
I'm gonna tell you.
Massachusetts?
I mean, when I first moved here, it was to Staten Island, and again,
Oh, God.
I think that is like a totally different world, right? Like,
Yeah.
and I'm a Boston kid, right? Like, we grew up, with garages and backyards, and you go to Staten Island, and the wife wants to buy a house, and I'm like, you want $750,000 for that?
Yeah.
Where am I parking my car? And my father-in-law was like, my
my
father-in-law was
Just
like,
turn on the accent
yeah,
like that.
yeah.
Just
it
turn
comes
it
and goes. It's
Yes.
like a switch. You can hit him like Ben Affleck.
Yeah.
But it's I gotta park my car over there, and if you throw a party, it's like, where are your friends going? We got a VIP, maybe we have
Yeah,
valet for
valet.
parties at the house.
Yeah.
But the biggest thing that stuck out for me is the how you say certain words,
Mm.
right? So when I came in and asked for calamari, I got laughed at.
Oh God.
When I asked for, what else is it? Like
Well, you shouldn't get laughed at.
mozzarella. No, it was more like
we all mispronounce it anyway.
it's all
Yeah.
like, you're not from here. Where are you from? So
So,
that
yeah.
was my toughest. That was my hardest way to understand it, because then when you try to say mozzarella and you're from Boston
Yeah.
at first, it's like, don't even try, just say
Yeah.
So
mozzarella.
yeah.
I was like,
and the thing
You
is
feel,
too.
you feel like you're doing it wrong, like you're doing something
one
wrong.
Of, one of the big pet peeves is when people try to say it and they say it wrong. So they'll say mozzarella, and it's not leaving off the A. It's mutzadel with a D, mutzadel, and that's like, if you're gonna fucking say it wrong correctly.
but calamari. How did you guys come to Galamad from Calamari?
Well,
explain.
I could tell you.
I
So-
can get the mozzarella. I'm on board with that. Like,
So I don't know if it was World War I or World War II, but Italy had no unified language prior to that time. So when the Sicilians and the Southern Italians migrated here, they had a dialect that they spoke. And what happened was these guys all stayed here. There was no iPhones. There was no WhatsApp. So they, in their, community, spoke their dialect. And it stayed where Italy changed. And they used like the central Tuscany region language. And the language changed. So they have a unified language now. Before they didn't. So that's where those words came from. But a lot of times, too, there was like, as like a foreigner trying to learn a new language, like there was just, mispronounced, like
and you ran with it. Like they just you ran
so
with it.
they were,
this is how we say it. This is how we say it. we run with it.
yeah. So
like
like
backyard. Like you're like,
Yeah,
oh,
there
my
was
God.
some,
I backyard.
I don't
I'm
like
hearing it.
I get it. Another big thing, you guys, we talk Red Sox and Yankees. We were talking it earlier. And Red Sox are diehard fans.
Yeah.
But Yankee fans are a little different type of diehard.
Yeah.
Like, it's bad. So when I came down, again, I'm from Boston, met my wife in Vegas. She's from Staten Island. Great big story. I came to Staten Island. Now, I was just a Boston kid. I don't know this culture.
Oh, yeah, it's
Right.
I'm
definitely.
a Portuguese Boston kid. So I come down, and mind you, the Red Sox won and all that.
Oh, no.
So, of course, I had Red Sox license plates.
No.
Who doesn't
Bro.
have Red Can you imagine driving into Staten
Island? No, definitely
to
not.
meeting your
No,
wife's
no
father,
way.
who's
Oof.
a straight guinea.
Oof.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like, he
Oh, yeah.
just looks it and plays it, like,
Oh, yeah.
to the T.
Yeah.
And you pull up to his beautiful house, and the little guy runs from across the street, who's his best friend, by the way, right? The little Italian guy, the one that has the biggest balls. And I introduced myself, very formal,
Very nice.
Nice to meet you. And he was shocked that she had brought home a guy like me somehow, because I guess that's not in the breed around there. But I shook my, and I go inside. He greets me. 2 hours later, we go outside. I'm, leaving to go to her mom's and meet her mom. You got no license plates, bro.
No way.
They ripped them off.
Shut up.
No
For
license
real?
plates. And you're
Great
talking about
story.
50-year-old
Great
dudes,
story.
like 50-year-old dudes across the street on his lawn in his trousers, laughing with the plates in his
That
hand.
is a great
worst.
story.
Yeah,
And
that's
I'm
hilarious.
like, I gotta have fun with this. Like,
Oh
who
my-
does this?
Oh my God.
You're a 55-year-old man. You just stole
They're
my
the
plate.
worst, bro. They're the generation of real terrorists.
Dude,
Pranksters.
I respected Derek Jeter. Like, I'm a Red Sox fan, but I respect.
Yeah.
Man,
Right, you're
you
right.
don't respect Red Sox. Like, I'm
Wow.
a bad guy if I'm a Red Sox.
That's a
fan.
great story. That is an awesome story. I
didn't know what
love
to
that.
That's actually
They
really
didn't know
funny.
what
ripped
to
his
do.
license plates off.
Yeah,
I didn't know what
that's
to
so
do.
good.
It was interesting. So to navigate that world and then have kids and figure out what sports team my son's gonna root for.
Oh my God, that's right. What do you do?
So
So do
in
you
the-
let him root for? Are you letting him root for the Boston Red Sox?
So what I did is, again, I have a very strong
But I can
Italian
understand.
father-in-law.
Okay, but I
all
can
right?
understand.
And
though.
he's in the embroidery business.
Oh boy.
So you
I'm assuming so every
And-
single thing he's got.
I mean, if the Mets win, he's doing the gear. If the
Yeah.
Yankees win, he's that, So I'm like, listen, we're gonna make a deal.
It's your son.
We're gonna make a deal. You can have the Yankees,
Oh my God, I can't believe you did it. Wow.
but you can't have anything else.
All right, so the Celtics are all yours.
Celtics.
Patriots,
Gotcha.
Bruins,
Bruins.
Yeah.
I'll tell you.
all
Yours.
day. My son is the biggest Celtics fan, and it drives.
I remember
my
watching the
father-in-law
video of
crazy.
you got your son that sick Celtics jersey,
Oh,
that neon one, and
He
he
took him to the thing, man.
yeah.
That's another thing
that's
too,
nice.
man. When you see your kids like
Happy.
the joy.
Yeah, but don't you want to bring your kid back and go see a Boston's game?
does.
Oh yeah, we
Put
do.
your hat
I
on?
do. I do.
Yeah, right.
But
When the
when-
father-in-law's not around.
When he, when the father-in-law's
we
like,
don't know,
hey,
don't hurt him,
right,
right?
right.
I want to bring him to MSG to watch a game, and my
Okay.
son's like, no way. He crushes him.
Yeah, right.
But I'm fine with that because he's got the Yankees.
Yeah. Well, TD Garden is a great arena. I've
Great.
been there a few times.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah,
With the
I
Celtics
love
play,
it
yeah.
there. And I'll tell you something about Boston. And just like Philly, I didn't like get kicked out of therapy. I almost did. I reeled it back. But if you're feeling sad, go put like a Celtics or go to a game in Boston and pretend to be a fan. Or go to Philly and put on a jersey, pretend to be their fan, and just get in those crowds.
Right.
It's a shot of serotonin. I don't know, man.
There's
Like
such
the
camaraderie.
camaraderie
Look,
and everything.
that's-
It's like, dude, it's really cool. And I really love going to Boston and seeing going to TD Garden. I usually would travel for UFC, and do the fights and everything. But yeah, the crowd is just I love going to Boston.
I would say that's another big thing too, coming here and nothing against I've
Yeah.
become very good friends with all you guys, and it reminds me of home. I think that's why I became such good friends with you guys.
Yeah.
Is that exactly, like, you could go in the bleachers and party
Yeah.
with these guys that
Yeah.
you're like inside, and sometimes you'll get the crowd, even Yankee fans to Red Sox fans will go into the bar and have a blast,
Yeah.
and you can't do that in New York.
No.
Like,
Yeah.
you could go to a Boston bar and like have fun
I mean, I can.
with a Yankees hat on. You
Yeah.
could.
Well, the
Imagine me- what
interesting
do I-
thing is the difference between like the Yankees fan and Mets fans. Like they hate each other.
Yeah, and you guys are from the same place.
The same place. And then also we all live in New Jersey, but we don't really have a team. Everything's New York. But
You're
like,
right.
that's weird thing for me. Is like I moved from New York and I was a Giants, Yankees, Rangers fan, and I move out here and they're like, they got the Devils.
Right.
And no other team is
That's
actually
all we got.
a New Jersey
That's it.
team.
That's it.
Yeah.
We used to have the Nets. Now they're Brooklyn Nets.
Yeah,
we
now
had
they're
the
that,
Nets.
right?
We had
They're
the
now
Nets.
the Brooklyn Nets.
New York took them.
You're
New
right,
York,
we got
New York has
we've
taken
got nothing.
everything from New Jersey.
He's got a good point. New Jersey, we have housing. We have good housing.
We
good
have
neighborhoods.
We have the shore,
That's
right?
it,
And
yeah.
we got
No
some housing,
spots.
That's about all we got. You're right. No sports.
some farms,
A lot of
some
farms.
wineries out here.
Even your
think, like-
football teams where you play in Jersey, you still call New York.
That is true.
That's
Yeah.
messed up.
Right?
Jamie,
Exactly.
Help me out here. Help
Live
me
in New
out.
I don't know,
Jersey.
man.
That's messed up.
Yeah.
Like the
They're
the
ripping on
Yankees.
us hard.
Yeah, we play over at Fenway Park. We're called the New York
I
Yankees.
can't.
How do you
I
do
need some
that?
backup.
I don't
need some
know.
backup.
I don't know this. Like that's one of the other
I'll tell
things
you.
when I moved here. I was like, wait,
No,
we have
you're-
no teams.
Yeah. Wait, they're like, wait, no, it's the Jets play over in Jersey. I'm like, ah,
Yeah.
It is definitely like not
cool.
Ideal.
the clam boil. You do it like outside? Is it on open fire? Is it with a pot?
All right,
Like,
during the summer, it's outside. all day,
outside, yeah.
right? And you
Big
got
pot,
the
right?
big pot on the bottom that's boiling water,
Uh-huh.
and then you got your steamer pot,
Yep.
and then you have your
just drop
your
it in.
food on top. So your steamers are in there getting
Potatoes,
and the
corn. what's in
potatoes are
there?
on top.
Potatoes,
Potatoes, corn,
sausage.
onions, sausage, hot dogs.
Yeah,
Oh.
we need to do that.
Sounds like my
Oh, yeah.
daughter would love it.
Yeah.
She loves hot dogs. She
That's
loves
unbelievable.
clams.
Unbelievable.
No
Yeah.
doubt.
And then the little necks, you got to leave in the butter
I
for at
get
least
the-
30 minutes.
I get the snake. I get the Snake River Wagyu
So good.
dogs. They're
Yo, those are so good.
they're-
Yo, cousin snake
that's
with
it.
river
See,
they're
wagyu.
It's a
insane.
Jersey thing.
He's got
You
me on
guys
that.
are so fancy in New Jersey that you need a Wagyu hot dog.
Bro,
What's just wrong with
listen
a
to me,
regular
bro.
hot dog? But that's
Listen
what
to me.
makes Jersey great. Is everything has to be over the top.
It's true. It's true.
Even hot dogs got to be over the top.
look at this guy's haircut. He's gonna go. Look, he just got a fresh fade today. Where'd you get your haircut today or
Yesterday,
yesterday?
Staten Island.
Yeah, I knew you
Staten
got it
Island
yesterday.
yesterday.
Oh, come on.
Always.
You know what? It's better. It's better when it's better. So Snake River Wagyu hot
I
dogs.
gotta try it.
I don't
Yeah.
think I've ever had them myself. It was
They're
Snake River.
very good.
Yeah, I never had them. Yeah.
They're
They're
amazing.
incredible.
I stick to like a boar's head. That's about all I do.
Boar's Head's still good.
I mean, are you
International
getting it
when I
from a
was
store or
growing
a
up.
Beaver
restaurant?
Nationals.
My boy Rudy
It's
with
a
Dan
restaurant.
Breezy.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
Butcher Block people, man. That
Nice.
family, they get me my
So
stuff.
Snake River.
Yeah.
Snake
I've
River
never
Wagyu.
tried them.
Yeah, dude.
Snake
it's-
River makes some amazing meat. I mean, like when we go to
Where can I pick 'em
Cousins
up?
or
Yeah.
the Butcher's Block,
I'll
they
get them
have
for you if you want
Yeah.
them. I'll have
they
Todd
have their
order 'em.
steaks. Some of their steaks are some of the best steaks
Yeah,
I've had.
Snake River's insane.
I would love to try it. I had no idea. I've never even heard of it before. I'm totally open to it.
Yeah, I mean, it's very good.
Our next
Great.
clam boil.
Yeah, put some Wagyu hot dogs in a clam boil.
That's what we're gonna do.
Yeah. I'm going to tell you this right now.
Stepping it up.
I
It's
think I'm
like
gonna
a
do-
Rolls Royce with 13-inch wheels.
I'm just going to do a fucking seafood extravaganza is what I'm going to
There
do.
you
Clam
go.
boils.
Whack some lobsters in half. Some
Yo,
big
you
shrimp.
did that a couple years ago when we were
Oh,
watching
yeah.
the UFC fight.
That was out of control.
That was out of control. That spread that you had.
I know.
It was crazy.
Yeah, man, those days are long
Jamie,
gone.
don't go small, right?
No, definitely
way.
not.
No way.
Doing it big.
Jordan, you've done a tremendous job with your company revitalizing lost favorites, getting the licensing deals, manufacturing throughout the world. We're talking about New Jersey, New York, Massachusetts. What's some of the stuff traveling the world doing these deals you saw that was like pretty crazy? You ever like squat on the floor and take a poop in Asia?
No.
You ever do one of those?
No.
I never been to Asia, but like supposedly you just poop in a hole. Like there's no toilets.
Singapore toilets.
And I'll tell you, one thing with the obesity epidemic in the
Yeah.
United States,
Yeah.
bro, if you're like 500 pounds and got to crouch down into a hole,
Oh.
it's going to be real hard for you to live.
Oh.
Kayla just broke her wrist.
Oh shit.
Yeah, unfortunately,
she got
bro.
surgery on
my
Monday.
daughter's into horses.
Oh, she has to have surgery though?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Wow.
your wrist is a very complicated item, and basically, yeah, they got to bolt it. Otherwise, it'll heal wrong. She'll get carpal tunnel. It's a big.
Shit.
It's really sad. 10 years ago to the day. So what's really freaky about this story is our good friends Sal and Amanda got married in Majorca, and Kayla had an accident and broke her leg. And 10 years to the day, exactly 1 decade, she broke her wrist, July 9th.
Yeah.
Damn.
How crazy is that,
Wow.
dude?
How did she break it?
The horse, she was on the horse, the sprinklers went on, the horse got spooked,
Oh.
tripped, and fell on her. And
That's unreal.
yeah, it's weird though because she fell on her right side, so her right side's all bruised up and stuff. But she's like, I don't know, I might have got kicked. It happened so fast. She's not. I mean, dude, my neighbors have horses and cows. If you're watching my story, I was feeding a horse this morning. Flies and shit, bro. They bite them. Horses are really majestic, really cool, but it's like a motorcycle with a brain. I mean, the power
They
of
have
these
so much.
animals.
They're
I can imagine.
Bro.
and they're like a tightly wound.
And bro, I listen. You saw the bulls and like the longhorns. I have my property, right? Feeding them, loving the cows, bro. The horses, they'll manhandle those animals, bro. They
Right.
fuck with them. They bite their ass. They move them around. The cattle drive. Like the horses will play with those animals, and bro, those animals are tremendously more powerful than we could ever be.
Yeah.
Like, bro, insane power.
So
Yeah.
getting back to the candy. I mean,
Yeah, that.
I just don't know,
Listen,
how do you
we
get
can
into
go
the
from
business?
candy
Yeah, bro.
to obesity to horses. all right?
Well,
that's what happens on these.
That is
I'm
the
just
road,
saying.
That's the
Oh,
roadmap. That's
well,
in
where we
this,
do
in
it.
this
the thing
head
is-
right
do it,
here,
James.
Wait,
right?
hold on.
This is
Let
what
me
we
just
do.
do it.
We always talk
real
about
quick.
what is going on
European,
in there.
Yeah, love
Europe,
it.
right?
Yeah.
The obesity epidemic in Europe is much less than the United States, and that's because when I'm pushing Kayla up the mountain in Majorca, right, very close to Portugal, dude. First of all, Europe is not handicap accessible,
No.
and they don't play these stupid games where like everyone gets sued and like all the laws. There's no guardrails on cliffs, so if you're not paying attention, you're gonna drive right off a cliff to your death, right? There's all these safety features in America, and everything's wheelchair accessible. Everything's ADA compliant, and God forbid you talk out of the ADA. But it's like, bro, I don't know if like someone in a wheelchair should be over here. You know, like there's so many ways for them to die,
Yeah.
right? Like we want to give them accessibility, but do you want them to die? I don't know. But in America, whatever. Try being 500 pounds, walking up and down a mountain, or crouching over a hole to take a poop. Not happening, bro.
No, definitely
You're
not.
just not. You're just unable to do it. So that's all. That's where that came from. Just to full circle. Back to candy.
Back
Now
again.
it's
Back to candy.
So how do you get into the candy business?
Honestly, it's kind of crazy. So I'm an engineer, and my father's a lawyer, and he wanted just a piece of candy that wasn't around anymore. We started talking about what would we do if we were able to acquire it. We ended up acquiring this brand. It was an old taffy brand. Started looking around for a contract manufacturer to make that product, and all of a sudden I'm in the middle of finishing my master's while starting a candy company with my dad.
Get out
That's
of here.
awesome.
So it was a fluke.
It was
Wow.
not a plan, not an idea, just
Huh.
kind of just like, all right, what do we do with this now? And 10 years, 15 years later, we created Iconic Candy. We acquired nostalgia candy brands and bring them back to the market. We kind of coined this term nostalgia. It's the combination of legacy brands and modernizing packaging and marketing and formulation of products into this new day and age, and bringing back these, amazing products that people remember that
Yeah.
want back again. And my wife and I run this business together. Kim, that was just on the podcast
Yeah, she
last
was
week.
just here.
Yeah, tried to hurry. I didn't know last week his wife was in. That's pretty cool.
Little Kim.
Yeah. And and so these are some of our products we brought back out. Most recently, the Retro Sours are probably our biggest hit product on the market right
And I
now.
remember them. I remember when the kids used to bring them into school sometimes. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh man, he's got a tin full of candy.
And
That's awesome.
it's been a wild ride, honestly. I wouldn't plan it or try to do it any other way that we're at now. And
Yeah,
honestly, it's
definitely
brought me to here, to New Jersey, and meeting Nate and Jamie and this amazing group of friends. But we have this amazing group of friends, but also this group of friends have a lot of business owners.
Yeah, all of us.
And I think that what's really interesting about that is that I don't think that many people have that type of core group like that.
Mhm.
And then also that our business owners have those people to rely on to talk to about being a business owner, being a father, and having to have that balance between being a dad and
Right.
a business owner. It's hard. And I think that it's nice that I have this group of people to rely on and talk to. Because like I know I have a bunch of other friends back at home and they're great friends, but I can't relate to them when I talk to them about these types of things.
You agree, Shane?
Yeah, 100%. We were at a business summit seminar for like exiting companies, and even like the three of us just talking, it's just nice because we're in a lot of unique situations and we see a unique side of the world. Because sometimes you feel crazy.
Yeah, that vision. Well, you have to be, right, and that's the coolest thing. Growing friendships with these guys is you have to be crazy.
Right.
If you're an entrepreneur, you're crazy. Like
I
your
also think that if
vision.
you're not crazy, you're boring.
It's it's nonstop. And to find a group of guys and girls that like you actually are trying to help each other.
Yeah.
You know, like you'll see plenty of entrepreneurs and they're just sharks.
Yeah.
You know, and if I step on you to get over there, I'm stepping on you.
Yeah.
Around here, it's like if I can learn something from these guys, I'm sitting there all ears.
Yeah.
I'm not thinking like, oh, I know everything. Oh. You know, we're all scaling businesses, right? Like I'm in a security
how can we do
industry.
anything to help
Yeah,
each other
like, how do we
grow
go-
or be better?
It's wild when you're inside this clique, you're all the same.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like, and if someone comes in that doesn't vibe, somehow they are out.
Yeah.
They get
It's
walked
like,
out. They
yeah,
get walked
it's
out.
weird.
Right,
It-
right.
It's weird at the same time because you're like, dude, what happened to Joe? Like, you know, and they're like, yeah, he wasn't. And you're like, shit, man, it was cool. You're like, no, he's not.
He
us.
wasn't.
And
He
you're like,
wasn't. He wasn't
you know,
the real.
it's like that one bad night with
Yeah.
Jamie, and he was
Yeah.
like, nope, Joe's
Nah,
out.
he wasn't the vibe.
You
He
know?
wasn't the real
You know,
vibe.
and
Gotcha.
yeah, and when you get into being an entrepreneur and having these visions, not everybody sees them like you do. But when you get into a group, you know what's that? Like those sayings where that's why a bus fits 50 and a sports car fits 2. It's literally that mindset where like there's a reason why you don't have this big friend group anymore, and there's a
Yeah.
reason why you still have your childhood buddies and those dudes that like.
Can we
ain't
talk
going
about a bus
nowhere.
right now? Remember that bus we took into the city?
Yeah.
My boy Kenny buys and sells cars, and I'm ripping him on the group chat because I
Kenny was
wanted
just
like
texting us
I
about-
wanted. Bro,
about-
how nice was it going out in
Well,
a luxury
buses.
Sprinter?
So
Right?
I hit up what's his face, but he doesn't do it anymore. Obviously, Chris doesn't do it
Oh.
anymore. So I'm trying to find someone. Kenny's doing it.
No,
No,
bro.
no.
Kenny
was trying to buy one right
Kenny
now.
got
He's
no.
just
He
sent
did
it to
buy
us.
it. No, he did buy it, and
he
bought
just
it.
bought it.
Bought it. He bought it for $75,000, and I'm like, "Fuck, Ken! Like, always wanted one." He's like, "I'll sell it to you right now for $100." I'm like,
Kenny.
"You fucking asshole! You're my best friend." I'm like, "You can't like just sell it to me for $80?" He's like, "No, man." I'm like,
It's worth 140.
"He's like, I'm doing you a favor. I get $125 for this all day." I'm like, "Ken, come on." I'm like, "You'll reap the benefits of selling me this van. You'll be with me in this van."
Jamie
I'm
has
like,
been talking to me for like the last 2 years. Like, how can we get in our friend group this luxury van so we can take
so
it to the
basically,
city?
Yeah.
what's
right.
happening that's really annoying is obviously none of us can ever drink and drive.
no,
No,
Right.
we
you-
cannot
not at all.
do that. Okay,
And you're
And
smart
what-
enough not to
No,
chance
we're
it.
not.
Like,
So then we're
it's-
like, all right, well, we'll Uber, and then it's like, well, we have like these nice homes, and a shout out to Pat Gagliano's finished basement, iTech Bob.
yeah,
But like,
the dudes.
we're like, all right, well, where do you want to go? I'm like, all right, why don't we just come here? All right, why don't we just order food? Now we're like, damn. But if we had this luxury, almost
Van.
like think about
but then
it,
you
right?
need a driver.
Well, that's not a big deal.
Right.
Because if
now
you're with
can
six,
hire.
if you're with 6 people, everybody throws in $50, 60,
Yeah.
$70.
Hire a guy.
And now you could go anywhere. And now it's like you got a little bathroom in there. You get, bro, put it. We took the girls out. Where did we go? We did Jenny. Was it Jenny's premiere? Right.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Think about like
Oh,
yo,
yeah.
a night out. We had our own. It was almost like we had a little mobile room
Brilliant
with our
idea.
TV.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Brilliant.
all right, let's go to the city. Like I took one. We were at Carbone. It was great. We're all hanging out. We're pre-gaming, and before you know it, you're there. Go into the restaurant, eat, get back there, and it's like it breaks up because it sucks being like in an Uber.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, listen, you don't know who's driving you,
No,
right?
definitely
And
not.
and you know when we're going around, me and my wife and friends, and even with you guys, you have to be so cautious of
Sure.
who's driving you.
Yep.
And
I
who's
agree.
listening to your conversations.
Right.
Right.
Oh
so,
yeah, that's
And then they're
So-
dropping you off at your house.
yeah, they know where you live. So I have a good buddy of mine, Willem, that drives for us,
Mhm.
right? And it's the same cost. It might be a little bit more than an Uber,
Right.
but it's safe.
Right.
And
somebody
sometimes the
trust.
wife will be like, "Oh, why are you spending that much?" And I'm like, "It's $40 more
Right.
to have him come get us and bring us to the airport
Yeah.
in the safety and luxury of someone we know.
Right.
I would rather give him the money than someone I don't know."
yeah.
And
It's
so
true.
falling back
a
onto
good
that,
point.
it's like, because you guys talk about this all the time, it's like, why didn't you get a bus? Because right now, I'm going with Mike, my partner. We're surprising the kids and taking them to New York Liberty versus Indiana Fever.
Oh,
Right, so
nice.
it's
Caitlin
awesome.
Clark.
Yeah, so
That's
we're
gonna be cool.
Oh, super cool. They don't know about it yet. And again, like you guys do in Jersey,
Yeah.
it's got to be over the
It's
top.
gotta be,
You know,
right?
So it's got to be a bus and it's got to have TVs in it. And it's like, where do we find that? Like, we need one of those.
Yeah.
And again, the group is pretty big. If we go to dinner, it's
I
10
know.
of us.
I know a guy that'll
You
sell
know?
it to you for 120.
Yeah, well, it's sold.
So are
It's
you
sold.
Kenny?
No,
Kenny.
it's sold. It's sold on our way here. Actually, in the group chat, I was ripping them. I'm texting and driving. I'm like, Kenny the despicable, Kenny the hidden fee, Kenny the markup, and I'm like, look what you did. Look what you did. You fucked us all. You could have
need
sold
that.
us this luxury bus.
So can't you guys get another one?
Well, like the thing is, it's kind of expensive to do it. Basically, what Kenny does is he'll find, like, basically it was a company that was going under, so,
So he got lucky
scooped it.
finding the bus.
Yeah, bro, he got
But
like-
then
lucky.
see, the
He got, like,
insurances is very gets
it's
expensive.
like 150.
Right.
Like, to really do it right, you could be in the world of like 300. Now, when you're spending 300, that's a big purchase, right? But if you could finance equipment and like it's a legitimate business write-off, and like you're like, all right, bro, is it 1,500 a month? And I could wrap the fucking thing, eat clean, bro, and drive it around. Now it's like, all right, well, now I have a useful piece of equipment. I'm getting impressions. I'm taking my friends out, entertaining guests, doing everything, and then
The E Clean Bro bus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and now
I could see it.
with the big beautiful bill.
Yeah.
I think
You
so
could
one of
depreciate
you could-
these
yeah,
assets by
and-
100%.
the assets, and then also the meals and entertainment. I believe, don't hold it to me. So I talked to my accountant, but I think it's a dollar for dollar write off now. So before that was taxable income. Now you go to restaurants. So you're going to see the restaurant business, all the
Boom,
restaurant business going to
Yep.
go up. The waiters, tax free tips, everything's going to go up. So the food and beverage industry should really see some great uptick in the next couple years. And
Agree.
you know, so you should see a big boost in morale, big boost in a few things.
I mean, the food industry, like one of the things when we were moving here, because we moved in during COVID, and I think that one of the other things that I was worried about moving here was like moving from Manhattan, living there for a decade, is that you have the best restaurants in the world.
Oh, right.
Anywhere. And then I was moving to New Jersey. One, I didn't know anything really about New Jersey. Two, I was like, there's no way there's going to be some great restaurants to be going to. And like, I'm just used to going out all the time.
Right.
And COVID
Yeah.
happened and
But
so
a
many
lot of that
people
time-
moved out here.
Yeah.
And the restaurateurs started opening up restaurants. And
That's what
right now
happened.
we have some amazing, in our Monmouth County area, we have some amazing restaurants.
Yep.
I
yep.
think,
Monmouth County's on fire.
yeah,
We
from
talk
where
about
up,
it
where
all the
I mean,
time.
yeah,
Every week
where-
we talk about
coming
it.
from where I come from, I would put Monmouth County restaurants up against anybody,
Yeah.
anywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, there's some
Like, it's-
unbelievable food.
Everyone
It's-
leveled up so much. And
It's wild.
Yeah,
It
and
is-
like even when like you take Monmouth versus Middlesex,
Mhm.
I mean Monmouth County will just absolutely demolish that county.
Yeah.
And Jamie, like he was on the show. He's an incredible chef. His restaurants are incredible. You could put any one of his restaurants into Monmouth County and he would win, and he would do fine. But I think he's up there. He's up in Hudson and
Edgewater.
Bergen County
Yeah.
up there.
In Bergen.
Those there's some good restaurants in Bergen County, but I still think like everyone's like, oh, River Palm. I'm like, listen, bro, it's good. I'm never gonna talk bad. I can't say anything bad. But like, bro, I'm not gonna drive an hour and a half to River Palm when obviously I get treated with so much love at Butcher Block, or even like, bro, you could even hit a steak at Osteria that's
Right.
fucking just as
Yeah.
good, if not
Cousins
better.
steak.
Cousins is out of control.
Gabriella.
I mean,
Oh,
you
oh my
can't.
God,
unless-
yeah.
This is your spot.
And then like, dude, even
These are
like,
all our
I think
spots.
you got
That's
him
right.
coming
then-
on.
right.
You got
and
Frankie
then
coming on.
yeah, Frankie's
I mean,
coming on, but then Kimmy at Jasper Stone.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah.
hate that he's in Monroe, but bro, the shit that Kimmy's doing at Jasper Stone,
Unbelievable.
like, bro,
Phenomenal.
come on.
Yo, I have such a funny
Phenomenal.
story. So I went to Jasper Stone with Kim last year, and we drove there first time. I was really excited. And we get in, I sit down, I'm like, I'm really excited. I want to get a drink. Like
Yeah.
And I was like, I asked the waitress, like, all right, can I have the drink menu? And she looks at me with like an empty face.
Yeah,
and
to bring your own.
she's like, we don't have drinks here. It's a BYOB. I was like, Kim, what?
Yeah.
So I literally walked out the door. I went down the street to a liquor got in the car,
Yeah.
went down the street to a liquor store,
Mandatory.
grabbed a bottle of tequila,
Yeah.
and drove back to the restaurant and
Yeah.
brought it in.
Yeah, and
And
they'll
the
set
food's
you. They'll set
They
you
set
up.
you up.
Phenomenal.
And then-
Nice glasses,
Yeah, right,
nice
right.
ice cubes.
No, they have all that.
And
They
one of
do.
my
but
favorite
the food
things.
is phenomenal.
Oh,
sure,
yeah.
sure.
Yeah, Kimmy's out of his
Yeah.
fucking mind. Like working related. Like he is really like loves stuff and does a great job. And my favorite.
I don't think anybody's ever said a bad thing about Jasper Stone.
it's
Not
great.
one thing.
Yeah,
Not one.
Kimmy, he's a great friend of mine. And my favorite too, bro, is when I like when they dress the oysters for you. So like at Carbone, they put all the shit on there and they just real quick. Kimmy
Yeah.
does the same thing, bro. You get it loaded, a little drop of hot sauce, everything's all ready
Fancy.
to go.
Best food.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
it's
I mean,
the
listen,
vibe.
Yeah.
In Monmouth County, it's the vibe.
Yeah.
So when you
Jasper
go into-
Stone's
yeah.
technically Middlesex, but he's right there.
Yeah.
I wish he was closer.
But you got a vibe. Your restaurants in Monmouth
Yeah,
County. Like,
I
when you
honestly
walk
think
in,
that
you know
we
it's
are
like,
very
Yep.
lucky
Damn.
that we've
Oh,
had
we-
this like boom
Every
of
week we
restaurants.
talk about it, Jamie and
Yeah.
I. It's the same exact thing, and we all agree that Monmouth County is exploding. Something happened. It was right during COVID when everybody started infiltrating the area.
Yeah,
right?
I mean,
If you
it was,
put music
it was a-
on at 9:00 while you're eating dinner,
Mm.
you do that in Boston, they're like, what are you
Yeah.
talking about? You guys start jamming out with music while you're eating?
Yeah, I mean,
Like, dude,
Gabrielle's would
yeah,
be like a
start-
foreign
Dude,
territory.
Yep.
start. Like, what he did there, man, I don't even know how he did it.
It's amazing, and
Like-
then he just opened up another one down in
Modern.
No, he's-
he opened up
Oh,
one
in
in Florida,
Florida.
right by my
Oh,
house in
right.
Florida, and my mom went and to Frankie.
liked it,
She
right?
said he did an amazing
Delray
job. I
Beach.
can't wait. Yeah,
Yeah.
Delray Beach. I
Well,
can't wait to go.
The New Jersey, New York transplants going down to Florida, opening restaurants are just on fire.
Yeah.
yeah.
So I don't know much about that.
Yeah, like Fort Lauderdale, all down there, South
Yeah,
Florida,
East
man.
Coast.
Can I take a piece of the chocolate?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
What's
let's-
your
I'm like,
next
dude,
one?
when-
Like,
when are
So
we
what,
trying
what's
this?
up with this, bro?
Who
What's
you
up
going
with
after
Bar
next?
None? Oh wow,
Seriously,
that's
Bar
a great
None.
name.
Bar
That's a
No's
great
the
name.
old Hershey product. It's a chocolate wafer with chocolate cream enrobed in milk chocolate with crushed
good.
peanuts on top.
Thank you.
No?
I'm
Nobody?
I got about 6 cases of those at home.
Oh,
We're
you're
gonna-
kidding me.
How is
Bro.
it, Greg?
So the '90s brands,
What's going on in your mouth right now,
we're
Greg?
we're definitely.
Talk from the mouth.
Let's go.
It's what I like about the Bar Nuns, different than a lot of the chocolate bars, is that it's like it's light.
It is light.
It's
You
light.
expect it to be a little bit more thicker, but it's
Yeah,
not. It's the wafer.
So like most
It's
other
a wafer cover.
I was gonna
Covered
say,
in
are you
chocolate.
tasting more chocolate or
I'm
more
s-
wafer? What's hitting you first?
Almost not.
The perfect blend of.
and they got
Is
a
it?
little then they got a little peanut on top of it.
No.
Oh wow, Greg, do you have a peanut allergy? Right, his throat closing. I need a new co-host. Greg's gone.
I think the chocolate, it's a perfect mix. It really is. It's an absolute perfect mix.
I kind of like a Kit Kat a little bit bigger
Mm.
because I always like the Kit Kat with the crunch and it's
Yeah.
not too heavy with the
Yeah. Like the
chocolate
The Nutty
mix.
Buddy? That
Yeah.
was the
Bro.
Nutty Buddy guy.
You gotta get in there.
That was
Where
the
are we
Nutty
taking
What
the
is your
kids-
favorite
What?
candy?
I'm a Reese's dude.
Reese's.
Like,
Oh,
yeah,
okay. Big cups?
Yeah, like you
it
can't.
reminds me of like a whatchamacallit. It's like a
Yo.
whatchamacallit meets a Kit Kat bar.
Yeah.
What's nice is it's not heavy.
No,
Yes.
it's
So when
not
you
at
pick
all.
it up, you think it's gonna be heavy, and it's not.
Yeah.
This is really
Yeah.
good.
Wow.
You gotta get in there.
Yeah, I'm a Reese's
I
dude.
will.
Yeah.
I'll touch
So
it. But I'm more of a sugar guy. Like the bubble jug, I'll have 4 of those.
yeah,
Really?
if you ever had
My
like
teeth
a
will be killing it.
squeeze,
Love it.
like the squeeze gel
My daughter
candy,
loves that shit.
she does.
Yeah, after Eat Clean Bro Gala, I brought her home a box because I accidentally stole the
We
rest
had
of yours.
the
And,
Eat Clean Bro Gala. I gotta
I'm
say,
eating the whole bar.
Yeah.
we know for a
The
fact
bar
that
is
Jamie
none.
and Kayla don't do anything small. And as you said, in New Jersey, that is the norm. You have to. But the Eat Clean Bro Gala is an unbelievable event that you guys put on. But we partner with them a lot. And this past year, Greg, we
Yeah,
did
Sorry.
a an Iconic Candy bar sponsorship.
Mhm.
But I had no idea what we were walking into. It was the entire half
Yeah.
of the entire place was Iconic Candy. They had our candy
That's awesome.
everywhere. They made a neon sign of Iconic Candy, and we just had
Great
like
party.
Iconic Candy drinks that you had like I think like little pieces of retro sours and some of the martinis.
Oh,
but
that's smart.
you guys
That's
killed
smart.
it.
Yeah,
I
it was
walked
awesome.
in and I was blown away.
Yeah, it is really a great event, and I'm so happy to do those. I fucking love to hang out with my friends.
That
Yeah.
and giving back. Anytime you can
Raise-
give back,
yeah.
it's like that's that fire inside.
Yeah,
you.
so
Right?
like,
we're
once
entrepreneurs,
we
but, like,
became friends with Jamie and we found out that they were doing these events, I was like, how can I get involved? How can I participate? How can I donate? And so we've been trying to, I
Yeah.
think,
I'm
do
really
that with them
excited.
every
We're-
single year they do it.
We're resurrecting the gingerbread house party.
Oh man,
So one of the things that
yeah,
happened,
that was
right?
fun.
We it was a
I was
The party ended
we were robbed.
yeah. The party ended up
Kim
getting
and
too
I.
big, and we couldn't do it at our house anymore. But
We're gonna put it on next year,
yeah,
right?
No, this year I think.
This
so we're
year.
gonna resurrect it, and one of the things I wanted to do, because you've always supported me, is like kind of get you front and center on like the candy event. So I thought that made a lot of sense.
Yeah,
With
iconic
Iconic
candy,
Candy
gingerbread party.
doing the gingerbread party. We raised like we had a $500,000 commitment. I think we blew past like 750.
Holy shit.
We're the most. I think we're definitely by far the most. Like we generate the most fun. Like
For them.
we're insane.
Yeah.
Then we're blowing it out. So
For children's
now it's like
restaurants?
well,
Children's House Flag.
so I got the fucking thing on the wall, like the wing is dedicated to me and Kayla, which is cool. And now it's like, all right, well, we did it. Now like we'll pass the bone to our friends and put our friends on. Just keep growing these events because like the golf outing is friggin' awesome.
Yeah.
all the events are really awesome. I think.
You just
Bro-
got, you just
yeah,
got
Bro
new
Mountain
golf
was
clubs
great.
for this event.
Yeah, I just got golf clubs. I went to Golf Galaxy.
Yeah.
I had no idea lefties have such a tough time buying golf clubs. You know?
Yeah.
See how it's political correct there. Some people think they have it bad.
I didn't know.
Yeah, try being a lefty golfer.
Some people think they have it bad. Try going to Golf Galaxy and get a lefty pair of golf clubs.
Well, there's not many lefties out there that are golfing.
So actually,
just
what's so
don't-
funny about that is that I'm a pretty avid athlete, and
Yeah.
I grew up with a lot of really good athletes. And what was weird about my group, I was the only righty.
Really?
Out of my
Really?
core group
That's
of friends,
odd.
I had four of us. All three of them were lefties. So everything we did, I was the one odd man out. However, to my luck is that I grew up learning how to play against lefties. And so when you get higher up in sports, especially in like baseball, you got to learn to play against a lefty pitcher.
yeah.
Oh, good
And
point.
it's really difficult to do.
Soccer
and one of my
too,
friends, soccer. I was a soccer player. So, but I grew up playing against my friend who was a really good lefty pitcher. So when I actually played and started playing travel baseball, when a lefty pitcher came up, everyone was, is not used to it. For
Yeah.
me, it was easy.
No-brainer,
It was
yeah.
no brainer. But that's funny though,
Remember,
because
bro,
it
where
grew
the-
though.
where the fu-
Lefties are definitely the odd men out.
Where's there's like batting cages around here? Remember we used to go to batting cages when we were kids?
Yeah, all the time.
Are they not doing that now?
I mean, there definitely is.
Where?
There is one in right off of 520, right by my house. There's like an
Scarce.
actual batting,
Scarce.
like.
I would be down to
I don't
just
know
hit some balls,
I-
bro.
I-
You
I
want to
would
go?
love to do that.
We have to. We have to get a different.
There's none of that anymore, though. When
We have like
indoor
a-
Saturday morning
the indoor golf
basketball,
simulators, though, the one at Bell Works.
Yeah, the golf
I've been
is
doing
showing
that. That's been
Oh,
a lot. That's
when?
been a lot of fun.
When do you go?
I go with Eric.
I'll go with you.
We invited you. Yep. Now you got your clubs.
Yeah. Now
Let's
I
go
got my
tonight.
clubs.
before we go out to eat.
Yeah, we'll go. We'll definitely get simulated for sure.
Oh, we got some time before dinner, so
There you go.
Yeah.
definitely could do that before.
It's almost dinner time.
Do you eat breakfast?
No.
Okay, so neither do I. But
Yeah.
I also
But I
started.
just had a good chocolate bar.
You did, right?
I got to the protein shake at noontime and nothing before.
So for
So
me,
when I
I,
was in
I
Tulum,
started incorporating
couldn't-
intermittent fasting. So
Yeah.
like to help me with like my calorie intake, and so I don't eat breakfast. A lot of people think breakfast is the most important thing, but for me, I always think that consolidating my calorie intake was more important. So, but we work so much, morning, afternoon, evening, into the wee hours in the mornings. Like for me, we manufacture product all around the world: China, the UK, Europe, South Africa, Mexico.
Wow.
So when some of the times I'm on calls at 3 a.m, doing WhatsApp with our manufacturers. So we're up at all times. I find myself in the middle of the day, sometimes just 3 o'clock in the afternoon, haven't eaten one thing
Yeah.
Wow.
all the time. And I work out in the morning. Just, I don't know. Just sometimes I feel like we forget to take care of ourselves.
Yeah.
What's your
it's-
best-selling product in another country?
So right now we are not selling that much in other countries. We're selling in Canada, and I'm actually opening up Scandinavia, the Scandinavian countries, some Asian countries, the UK, Europe, and Canada. Right now, I would say
Like, what candy do they love that we don't love? We like, but we don't like, but they love it.
well, we're selling some cream savers
Yeah.
that I actually don't have out here. They're over back there, but we're selling cream savers into TJX stores in Canada. But
Nice.
it's interesting. Candy and food is very different in all
That's what I'm trying to
all
figure-
different
yeah,
parts
right,
around the world.
Right.
I'd say though that like we don't have any products that I think the sour in the U.S.
Is bigger.
is so much bigger and so much more sour. If you brought it to any other country, they'd be like appalled.
I was gonna say that's got to be so like scaling businesses, right? We always talk about that. Like, what do you find like the hardest part of scaling, especially in your industry?
Yeah, well, I think what's interesting about the confection industry, it's huge. It's a $60 billion industry, but it's controlled by, only a couple different companies, conglomerates that are, multinational conglomerates. And for me, being a mid-sized company that's a family-run business, it's getting in front of the decision makers at those retailers and distributors around the country that make those decisions to put those products on the shelf.
Mhm.
And so many people think like when we bring out a product, like, oh, why is it not in Walmart and Target
Right.
and all these places? Like, it is a grind. You have to have the connections. You have to be able to get in front of them. And then even when you do, it usually only happens once a year. they have these reviews for certain sets in the stores.
Yeah, and you're in. You're
And they you're in or out, or they make a decision or they don't. They will make a change or they won't. And you have to just be lucky in front of the right people at the right time. You can have the best products, which honestly, I think that we have some great products, but it's a lot of, the relationships.
Gotcha.
And I think that's one of been the hardest things for us. We've scaled and built a lot. And then the other thing is personnel. And Jamie, you're always the one that's talking to me about this, is about personnel. And like when we're scaling and growing, having to have those people that are going to help us within the business, and taking some of those things off of our plate, of Kimmy's and my plate, it's hard to find the right people to do those jobs, and especially considering that we're perfectionists as entrepreneurs, and it's hard to let go of certain things. And I think that's one of the hardest things.
That's definitely the hardest is letting go.
Yeah.
Right. Like as you scale, you have to trust in others to get you to the next level. And when you're so passionate about what you do, hardest thing is to say, yeah, no problem. Greg T can take
it. You could take it.
And you're like, what? He doesn't know anything about security. You're like, no, let him do it. He'll figure it out, and you got to have that trust. It's hard. I agree. It's hard to scale. It's hard to trust. It's hard to let go of something you've built from the ground.
What I'm learning is we all speak English, but one of the things that's really critical for intelligence is communication. And then with leadership, how are you communicating? So you could say all the words, but did you get through to whoever you were trying to communicate with? Do they understand what you're saying? Did they buy in? So now I'm finding through leadership, when I'm telling a story or I'm trying to present an idea to my team to run full speed, do they buy in? You're seeing me tie in a lot of like historical wars or strategy through wars, historical things that other companies did to win. And I'm implementing historical victories throughout multiple channels when I'm presenting. So when I'm talking, because a lot of times, depending on your leadership skills, right, you want to encourage, you don't want like just yes men everywhere. You want people to challenge your thoughts. But sometimes if you're not presenting the facts and you're not communicating clearly, things can just go side. There's so many ways things can go sideways. So that's why I always talk about company core values. You need core values. You need clear communication. You need storytelling. And there's a whole bunch of things that are tied into leadership. And leadership is critical for scaling a business. And that was with Pliables with Rob when he was on the show. One of the things that he was so good at getting people to buy into anything, because he always put others first, and he was just an amazing leader at getting people to buy in. And with scaling a business, man, all different types of businesses, you have conversations with people, and sometimes you said everything right, but they just don't even understand what the fuck you said, and they're not gonna say they don't understand.
No, you got to connect the crowd, and the crowd is always different.
Yeah, and I think that nowadays it's all about telling a story.
Yeah,
like
you have to
if you don't have a story and you're not connecting with your consumers, your fans, I think that you're gonna have a hard time scaling the business and turning to something that people are gonna want to support and be and put behind.
Everything. Everything has to be a story.
Yeah,
and everybody's like, "What's the key?"
That's
point
Jamie's
to be an entrepreneur.
One of the best storytellers there is.
Yeah. Like I get asked this a lot.
I like to tell stories. I don't know if I'm the greatest.
when you're scaling a business, you get asked like this question a lot, is like, what's the key point? Like, what do you need? And it's passion.
Yeah.
Right. Any leader that runs a company or runs even a division of a company is passion. I could tell you any story you want. If I'm passionate about how I tell it, I'm going to bring you in.
Yeah.
You're going to believe in my vision.
You also get drawn into that.
Yeah, you're going to understand. You're going to understand, because you're going to be like, that passion, dude, holy shit. You got
I want more security cameras.
Yeah. It's like, I'm passionate. I'll show you that. I'll show you how I could save you from that horse running away, bro. Like, I will show you that horse will not leave that yard with the cameras that I've installed.
Yeah. I'm passionate too. And I hate McDonald's. And I threw in my own security camera because someone at the bottom of my driveway kept throwing empty bags of McDonald's
all the time. I saw that.
I think it was like an ex-employee who hated me, who knew how much I hated McDonald's, so he kept throwing these McDonald's bags on my driveway.
Just driving by and just dropping them off.
Yeah. I think I called you, right?
Yeah,
and
like, can you cameras down here?
Yeah.
Driveway's like 7,000 feet long.
I installed a little solar panel, and like solar powered.
They were just dropping McDonald's bags.
Yeah, it was really offensive to me.
Ridiculous. It was wild.
I can't believe I got to tell that story. It's a fucking weird ass thing, right?
That was wild.
Super weird.
All right, so where are we going to go? We're obviously going to have to get something to eat and have an adult beverage. It's Thursday and it's time to go.
I definitely think that I need that.
Okay, it's time to go, Greg.
I hear you, bro. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, that has been another episode of the Bro Show. Eat Clean Bro. They deliver fresh, healthy, chef-prepared meals right to your door. So whether you're into bodybuilding or weight loss or just trying to eat better without the hassle of cooking, Eat Clean Bro has got a ton of options for you. Gluten-free options, high-protein options, chicken parm with sweet potato mash, buffalo chicken, mac and cheese, turkey meatballs and pasta, teriyaki salmon with jasmine rice, and Eat Clean Bro delivers within 24 hours in New Jersey, New York, Pennsylvania area. So if you're looking to try it out or you want help picking some meals that match your goals, head over to eatcleanbro.com right now. Eat Clean Bro. That's where to go.
Where to go.
Awesome show, like predicted. So, Bro Show key takeaway is?
At the end of the day, nothing can stand to the New England clam chowder, or maybe even the Boston cream donut as well. You got to give credit where credit's due. We can't be the best at everything. I think they should retire Manhattan clam chowder. Maybe just do call it clam. Call it like a clam, some linguine and clams with a red sauce or something.
Yeah.
I don't know, but
I think again we talked about passion as well. For just like it's another week, another episode, and it always comes up that you have to have that passion, good people around you in order to succeed.
Yep. And don't ever drive around
No.
with Boston Red Sox license plates in Staten Island.
What a great story. That really was fantastic.
Yeah.
Could you imagine you're meeting your soon-to-be father-in-law and his neighbor steals the license plates because it says Boston Red Sox on it.
Listen, bro, I grew up, my buddy was from Staten Island growing
Yeah.
up. We would go to Staten Island and be with his family. I was around Staten Island people my whole life.
Yeah.
I mean, I know better because I'm from here. Staten Island's a wild place. Do not wear anything Red Sox or Patriots. Don't do
Not in
it.
Staten Island.
Just
no.
don't do it. You'd rather just step on a nail or something. You're better off just stepping on a nail. So,
Well, I'll tell you, man, back to back incredible episodes. What we're going to do for episode 16, I have no idea. But I think we're dead on with the Bro Show key takeaway. And I got to tell you, man, I'm excited to do 16 with you next week.
yeah. Hell yeah, man. So am I.
Awesome. We will see you guys here again next week. It has been the Bro Show. That's Jamie.
Yeah.
I'm Greg T. Peace.
And,
We're out.
And remember, like and subscribe and tell your friends. The
Oh.
Bro Show we're chopping it up. We're doing real insider stuff here. I mean, this has nothing to do with stocks, but this is Jersey insider information, insider trading.
Yeah.
We're giving you guys the
You're
tea.
right. I keep forgetting about that. Like, subscribe. Got to do that, right?
Yeah.
The name of the game.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
All right. We'll see you next week.